welcome to another interesting edition of Home Truth Nigeria. Today, I'll be talking on the Q&A on Nigerian men. So basically, these are questions that have been asked in the comment section as well as on email that I think are important to be answered. So please, if you've got questions at any time and you want me to talk on them, you can always write me an email or put it on the comment section, and I will try my best to answer it when I can. So, guys, let us go straight to the first question. A lady asks, so a fit man cannot be attracted to a woman who isn't fit? We match on every other aspect. Absolutely. Look, guys, a fit man can be attracted to anyone, fit or unfit, chubby or slim. This is certainly not a problem. And in fact, size does not determine how fit an individual is. You could be big but more fit than the person who is actually slim. Now, when I talk about a fit Nigerian man, I am basically looking at two things in particular. I'm talking about a Nigerian man who is very conscious of his appearance and one who is built like a Greek god. Now, this set of men, especially the ones very, very conscious of fitness and built like Greek gods, they can be very picky when they need a partner. And from experience, I tell you, from experience, a lot of them, they don't just pick a normal random woman. A lot of them actually go for women that can actually stand out like they stand out. That's the truth. Of course, in obvious situation, there could be exceptions, but most times these guys, they just go for women that we consider to be presentable in Nigeria. So if you find yourself being asked for a relationship by a guy who is built like a Greek god, or somebody who is always emphasizing on fitness, working out and stuff, and you are the opposite, there's high chance or possibility that okay, it could work. However, please question reality. That's the truth. Question things. See if this person is trying to play with you or just have fun with you. The truth of the matter is that if a guy knows is very, very, good looking, and he knows he's good looking, he knows that is somebody that a lot of women would want, he could just go to a lady who is a random lady and starts, flirting with her and talking with her, and the lady would think like, okay, this is a miracle God sent, and her situation is different. But the truth is that that guy was just playing, catching trips, cruising, having fun. But you, on the other hand, you're thinking like, okay, something serious is happening. And I've always said this: you need to look at, who this individual is. Is this person wanting you because he wants to leave his country, like visa? Is he talking to you because he wants to use you as a means of survival? This happens a lot, and this is why you see a lot of these older women, they are dating younger guys, because this is what these younger guys actually give them. That's what appeals to them. So that is my answer to that. I really hope this does justice to your question. The next thing is it okay for a Nigerian man to insult the woman family? This is a big no. It's totally wrong and bad from or for any Nigerian man to insult any woman's family, most especially when you guys are dating. In our culture, in Africa and also in Nigeria, insult is something that we literally frown on. We see it as being bad. In fact, in Nigeria, in primary and high school, if you use, obscene and profane words like "fu" and all of this, you're punished for it. Sometimes you even pay for using such words. So, in our society, we try to from a little age eradicate these words from us growing up. So if you meet a Nigerian who takes joy in insulting your family or talking down on your parents, then that person is not trained. It's either the parents, they failed him, or he has failed himself. And in all sincerity, you should be very, very careful, because you might be dealing with some narcissistic individual. So if you ever find yourself with a disrespectful Nigerian man, try as much as possible, to speak to him, that if he doesn't change and show you respect, you would walk out. Because the truth is, we say clap starts dance in Nigeria. Now clap they start dance. So people clap before they start dancing. So if you allow him to start insulting your family, one day he would hit you. And this is the beginning of domestic violence. So This wonderful lady said, I would like to say thank you very much for your videos. I watched them and learned a lot while I was in a long distance relationship. Now I'm with my Nigerian king, and I've never been this happy. Guys, I love receiving feedbacks like this. I get them on email. I get, feedbacks of people telling me, hey, guy, look, thank you very much for all you do and stuff. This kind of videos that, messages that keeps you going. On the contrary, I receive more threats, from from people. The threat I received yesterday was from a lady telling me, "Who the f are you to tell me who to f with and not to f with? Who do you think you are?" This was a message I got from this lady. She was like, "Who the f are you? I would f with anyone I want to f with in Nigeria." And all of this, and I get more of threats than messages like this. But hey, look, I really appreciate you took out time to reach out and tell us that, okay, you're with your Nigerian king. You've given him a title already. Thank you. I love getting these feedbacks, and I can only wish you, guys, the very best, very, very, very best. Okay, so to the next question. The lady says, same age bracket. I am American, Caucasian, 32. He's Igbo, 29. For me, the age is fine. You're both in your prime. Just know that you are dealing with a younger Nigerian man. That's the truth. And also, please, you should know that you're with an Igbo man. And there are certain things peculiar about Igbos. I'm Igbo, so I will tell you the truth. The first thing is, he's young. He would certainly want to have kids. He would want to have kids. So be prepared for that, to have kids. He would want to have kids. That's one. Two, another thing I also want to tell you is Igbos are very big on respect, tradition, and culture. So you have to try to respect him, and also you need to be respected as well. So the respect is not just one way. You need to respect him, and he needs to respect you. You both need to respect yourself, and you guys will be very fine. I promise you. Another question is 100% when you say Nigerian, red flag, I think she meant overload. So, guys, this is not true. I can tell you 9 out of 10 Nigerians you meet are nice. If you've ever been to Nigeria or had anything physically to do with a Nigerian, you would see 9 out of 10 Nigerians you meet are nice. Nigerians are very nice and hospitable people. I can tell you this. But of course, like every nation, you've got bad eggs. And this is what you guys mostly run into because of your situation and desperation. It's very unintelligent to say 100% when you talk about Nigeria and talk about red flag. It's very, very unintelligent to say that's prejudice. It has no place in what I stand or represent. However, I can see that this lady has actually maybe had some dealings and run-ins with some Nigerian men, and they must have really used her eyes to see her ears, or maybe use her eyes to see the back of her neck, for her to have this, give this full 100% stuff on Nigerian men. And this is one of the reasons I try to tell you guys, please, no matter your situation, your whatever it is you are, you know, when you're going into any dating, I always say, please, at least to reduce whatever starts with people within your profile. It doesn't mean it may end up well, but at least start first with guys within your profile, and then you've at least dealt with this other things that could come up with age and all of this. And uh, uh, also, please try to watch my videos, and most importantly, don't generalize. And if you don't want to spend the rest of your life like this lady, having this hate and bitterness for Nigerian men, watch my videos and date men within your profile. Thank you. Okay, to the next question. So, this lovely lady asks, my Nigerian boyfriend often uses hats to other girls, Facebook and IG pictures. Should I be worried? For me, I don't think this is a problem or a thing to be concerned about. The truth is, in my office, when I send messages to my colleagues on Teams, a lot of them, when they see the message, they send heart emoji on below the message. So I don't have any romantic relationship or anything doing with them. Also, if you look at some of my videos, there are lovely ladies. Like, for instance, Tamara. She's always sending me hearts and stuff. I don't know her personally and stuff, but she's been very supportive. So a lot of times, some people just send this heart, more like a heartfelt gesture. It doesn't mean like there's something romantically attached to it. Except you're dealing with a guy who you know has a cheating history, then okay, perhaps you could, like, okay, I'm not comfortable you sending other girls or females hearts that you could talk about. So if you're not comfortable with it, you can talk this with him, and then it is normal since you are not comfortable with it for him to stop it. So these are two things I could remember years back. I made a comment then when I was still using Facebook, replying to a girl. I used the term, "Oh, babe, what's up?" And the girl I was dating then came to like, "Hey, why are you saying babe to this lady?" I was like, "Well, they can use that sometimes loosely in Nigeria, because in Nigeria you could hear someone say, 'See this babe,' oh," like, look, it's more or less like translation for "See this girl" and stuff. And well, she didn't like it, so I had to stop it. So basically, if you are dealing with such and you don't like it, then you have to call his attention to it, and he has to stop. But I don't see it as a major problem. Okay, another question. What would you say is normal texting, calling, and face calling habit for a Nigerian man day to day and in a week? When should a person be worried? So, firstly, it all depends on the individual. If you're in a long distance relationship with a Nigerian man, the first thing you need to look at is, what is the social status of this individual? Is he working? You have to understand the social status. Is he working? Is he a full-time worker, like he does 9 to 5? Does he own his business? Does he work Monday to Saturday, Monday to Sunday? You need to look at all of these things. If you can factor this out, then you know that, okay, you could have a little bit of problem with a lot of communication. But notwithstanding, okay, you guys could sacrifice, like, okay, I'm free for an hour, let's talk. So you have to get this out of the equation first. So if he's very busy, then you have to depend on when both of you have time to speak. Nonetheless, nothing stops him from writing you at least every day, just to say, "Hey babe, how are you doing? Hope you okay." That is the bare minimum. Like, so long as he comes online each day to read messages or what have you, he's obliged to at least write to you, "Hey babe, how are you? Hope you okay." That is the bare minimum. And if you guys decide to talk more, it's totally depending on you. But if you find a situation where he doesn't communicate to you, doesn't write you, but he comes online, and also when you write him, it takes time to respond, and he's always online, you have a problem at hand. You have a very, very big problem at hand. And secondly, I would say, if you're in a long distance relationship, don't always fall for this trick of, call me at this time always. Okay, look, in his office hours, you don't have to call him. It's a prohibition of violation of whatever office rule they have. But I mean, if like, okay, at this particular time of the day he's at home, you don't need to take excuses. Ring that dude, ring him, you know, ring him. You never know. You could ring him and maybe he's on top of some woman. I'm just saying, but if you always have to plan every time you want to call him, you're not booking a flight ticket. This is somebody who supposedly is your lover. Call him when you think you can, but don't call him at work, so you don't put him in trouble. If he owns his business, you can call him. He's the boss. He's the CEO. He's the one, and is an entrepreneur. He's the one preneuring whatever business he's running. So I always say, find a balance, but please don't fall for this coming from now to this point, coming from this point. The moment you have rules when you have to call my sister, run. But if you want to exercise freedom, you know that, okay, he works from 7 till 7. By 8, 9 o'clock, he's home. Ring that dude unexpectedly. Ring him unexpectedly. And if you're ringing him and he's not picking, he owes you detailed explanation why he's not picking, given that he's supposed to be home. He owes you explanation with proof. So that is where I stand on that. Okay, the next question says, thank Q for this, bro. I got married to my husband in March 2023. I want to go to Nigeria to live with him, and he refuses. I filed for immigration for him to come to the US, and he says he wants to wait for approval. But if it's not approved, he says we will be together, but not in Nigeria. I've been financially supporting him, and now I will not do so if we're not together. There's a huge age difference. He's younger. I trust your opinion. What do you think? Well. I mean, you guys know what I think. So listen, just him uh, not wanting you to come to Nigeria to live with him, it shows you that this person is not your husband. That's what it shows. The truth of the matter is this: if you're married to anybody, irrespective of where the person is, even if the person is living in the moon, and you say, "Hey, I'm packing my things up from Earth and I'm coming to the moon to meet you, to the moon and back," as they say it. This person should not give you reasons. The moment he gives you excuses, that person is not for you. That's just the truth. It's a scammer. There were certain things you said that I saw as red flag. Firstly, you emphasize on there's a huge age difference. This shows you why he doesn't want you there in Nigeria. Because when you come, people, I've always said it, the moment people see both of you and him, they know he's doing it for green card. People would even sometimes laugh at him on the street, that is with his mom or stuff. This is the truth. And then there's something again that shows that it's a scam. The fact that you're sending money to him, financially supporting him, supporting a grown man, that alone shows you that okay, you didn't do well. So be careful not to let the enemy, as I would say, because this person is not your husband, into your country. I would stop whatever immigration stuff I'm doing. Not only stopping whatever immigration stuff I'm doing, I will stop totally sending money. Good thing you stopped. But here's the thing about with you Western ladies, this guy, you stop sending him money. This guy will come and cry for you, sing for you, tell you one or two things, and then you will resume sending him money. And then you will write me, "Hey, home truths. Well, to err is human, but to forgive is divine." I started sending him money. He really apologized. He cried. His tears were, when you cry, your tears go down. His tears were going up, like he's in space. It was going up. So, because of that, you had to forgive him. So, please don't fall for this trick. When you mean it, and don't turn back. That's my advice to you. A wonderful lady said, "Why will you give a grown man monthly money?" My dear sister, this stuff happens. I've seen a lot. Let me speak in pidgin English. I don't talk. I don't tire. I have complained. I'm so tired. You see a lot of these wonderful ladies who have worked their sock off Monday to Sunday, Sunday to Sunday, morning and night. They keep toiling. Some they are retired, and they place one man on monthly allowance, monthly upkeep. Some women put some men on monthly allowance just to make them to be happy. It's allowance for happiness. You have those who pay these men monthly allowance just to make them honey. You have even allowance to tell them sweet things. Some even have allowance to, put them to sleep. Like they tell them things that will make them sleep. So for this reason, they believe these men, they have to be compensated. They have to be paid. They've worked hard for it. They're hardworking men. All these things they do to me, making me have emotional roller coaster. It's not easy. It's a full-time job. So they actually put a lot of them on the monthly upkeep. If I tell you questions I get, at one point a lady sent me a question and I was wondering if I was a supermarket. Like, am I Walmart or what? Why are you asking me all of these questions? So another thing is, what if I decide for him in what he does? What if I advise for him? What if I have advice for him in what he does? I have a Nigerian boyfriend. I think there should be give and take. I totally agree. There should be give and take 100%. So, this is my rule to a lot of you who've spoken with me privately. If your Nigerian man is good at advising you on something, he speaks his mind, If you see things you don't like about him, oh yes, please advise him to. You're not the only person who has ears to take advice. He should also take advice. At the end of the day, nobody's perfect. We all are striving for perfection. So if you see things he doesn't like, why not? You tell him. If he is not taking your advice, then you are dating yourself. That's the truth. So a lady said, what about him saying his parents are dead? Also posting me on his Facebook page and his WhatsApp status. So I can't give validation if his parents are dead or alive. This is something you have to find out. There are a lot of people whose parents are dead. And posting you on Facebook and WhatsApp status is nothing. It's nothing. In fact, on WhatsApp, there's a way you can block a lot of people. Even you could block everybody from seeing your status. You can just only leave it for one person, to see it. All of these things are possible. So one way I always say to so many women is, why don't you post him on Facebook and tag him and tag his friends. You know, post him on Facebook, tag him and tag his friend. Don't do it once, do it like 5 times and watch if he comes to you and complain. Like, oh, you don't have to be doing that. If he comes to you to complain, then you have a problem at hand. So that's another way you could do it. Just post him on Facebook, then tag him. Do it like 5 times. Like, do it like 5 times in a week and tag his friends and then watch his reaction. And then you will see if you're truly dating somebody or you're dating yourself. Okay, guys, that's all I have to say for today. If you've got a question, as always, you can always write me on hometruth36@gmail.com, like you can see on your screen. With this, I would like to say like, share, and subscribe. Home Truth Nigeria, peace out.